Today on the bonus show, what are we going to talk about today on the bonus show? Number one, there's a new report that says a mini ice age is coming. I know it sounds weird. We'll talk about that. Where are robots replacing waiters at restaurants? And will it actually help get the orders right? That's really the main concern for me. We'll also talk about which bank has been accused of breaking into a woman's house and stealing her husband's ashes. It is my bank. It's also Lewis's bank. So if you listened to last week's bonus show, you'll already know where that is. And we'll also go through a list of 20 things that became obsolete this decade. It's surprising, actually, Lewis, how many of these things I still use. It's scary in a way. I'm feeling behind the times in a way. All of that on the bonus show. davidpakman.com/membership. Make sure you are getting that. Let's go to voicemails. I've gotten a number of different voicemails over the last couple of days. The one I want to get to first relates to, I did a critique, I want to say last week, about Glenn Beck's show turning into an infomercial. He's saying he's getting his whole family food storage. He's not disclosing that he has a food storage sponsor. And he's also not disclosing that his religion indicates he should be storing food. Okay, that was my critique. Here's the voicemail we got. Somebody very unhappy, Lewis, with what I had to say about that.
Hello, David and Lewis. I'm just calling about your about food storage, Glenn Beck, and Mormonism. Mormon food storage actually makes pretty good sense when you consider our food supply is based on the just-in-time manufacturing model rather than food security. Do you really trust agribusiness and the U.S. government to keep the supermarkets eternally stocked? Do you think if the trucks from the Midwest and California stop bringing food to your Northampton, Massachusetts stores there, do you think the local hobby farms around Western Mass are going to keep you fed? Good luck with that. I am a Mormon. I have a small farm. I have a basement full of canned Mormon food that I got from the Bishop's Storehouse over in Worcester, Massachusetts, which incidentally is open to the public. But I know that you and Lewis are smarter than us paranoid right-wing types. The supermarkets will always burst with abundance, and the government will always be confident and helpful, so long as well-funded liberals are in charge, right? Anyway, I hope you play this on the air, and maybe sometime you'll realize that not all the smart people in the world are liberals. Excuse me. Bye.
All right. So, number one, we played it on the air. Number two, it sounds like he's working off of a script. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Script your voicemails to us. Go off the cuff. Doesn't make a difference. Now, number one, I don't even know where to start with this. First of all, my criticism
was not of food storage itself.
Now,
that's fine.
Do I believe that people should be storing a year's worth of food? No, I don't believe that personally. Do I put all of my faith into agribusiness? No, I don't. But that was not my criticism. My criticism was, number one, there was no disclosure that Glenn Beck was doing another one of these hinting at buying from his sponsors without saying that. He was using scare tactics. He wasn't just saying it's common sense that you should have a year's worth of food. He was scaring people with his apocalyptic type of rhetoric about this. He did not say it was a sponsor, as I mentioned. He also didn't say that this was also, in part, driven by the fact that he is a Mormon, and that's what he is told to do as a Mormon. It's lack of disclosure on all fronts. Now, personally, if someone is telling me something based on a religious text that they have been told to believe in, I want to know that, right? There's a huge difference to me between someone arguing for food storage who actually has evidence of an incoming astronomical, some kind of comet or something like that, and who's a scientist, versus somebody who stands to gain money from people buying food storage and is telling me because he's a Mormon. Mm-hmm. That's just me. Now, maybe it's different with you, Lewis. I don't know. To me, I would be concerned about lack of disclosure there. That is my criticism. If you want to store food from Worcester, Mormon cans of food in your basement for a year, do it. This has nothing to do about whether I trust the agribusiness system. This has to do with the fact that Glenn Beck is not telling people that he is making money off of this, and this is his religion. People should know that. I already know not all the smartest people are liberals, that's for sure. And by the way, there's tons of ex-Mormons that actually talk about how absurd a year's food storage is. So it is not without question. I just did not even address it myself. That wasn't my issue. Some general emails. Eric writes, "You have got to be one of the most twisted individuals I have ever heard. You should really look into history and see what is real and what is contrived. I feel sorry for you. It sounds like a valid criticism. I just have no idea what Eric's talking about. Another email, no offense, but Lewis is gaining a bit of weight. I see a bit of fluff. Is that true, Lewis? Are you putting weight on?
News to me. I think it's my hair, maybe. It's getting kind of out of control.
And it makes you appear to be a few pounds heavier.
Could be.
An email from Brittany about abortion. I do like some of your points on the show, but get real. Abortion kills a baby. Life begins at contraception. Life begins at contraception.
Conception.
I think that's probably what she meant. Of course, kind of throws the whole email in the trash when you say life begins at contraception. I know this happened a while back, but I had to address your video. Yes, Scott Rader was wrong to kill Tiller, but Tiller killed too. She also, I hate it when people do this, she included links that I didn't click on, which I assume are to graphic abortion videos. Okay, well, life begins at contraception. Let me know how that works for you. On medical questions, I like you both, but there's something wrong with people writing you emails asking for medical advice. That said, I enjoyed your answers. We'll see if we continue answering people's medical and relationship questions.
Maybe like once every few months we'll do that.
I was thinking every couple of weeks or something like that. On the topic of is Fox News making people stupid, Rick Barr says, my mother is stuck on Fox. I can't believe she's my mother. It's like I don't know her. She thinks the talking points are valid. She can't see past them. It gives her focus. She knows nothing of the world past her circle. Strange stuff. That is strange, and it's very sad. And then another email, watch Fox and Friends in the morning. They talk at you like you're a preschooler. Watch O'Reilly's show. He routinely defines vocab words which anyone with a grade school education would know. You're not asked to think. You're being appealed to at the lowest common denominator. See you on Monday.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.